I'm coming to you guys with another hot topic. One of the guys who've been tearing it up, like DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, is my guy Chris Bosh. I did do an NBA talk, what to expect. They got over 100 views. It did good, so people was watching it. Chris Bosh, like I said, he gonna go back into his Toronto days. He got more shot attempts. He's the go-to guy. He's the best player on the Heat. He got the most money on the Heat. He's putting up the best numbers for the Heat. And Chris Bosh showing that he can be a Hall of Famer. Before I even go about how he been doing this season, Chris Bosh has 2 championships. He put up the stats in Toronto, but he only made it to the playoffs 2 out of 7 years. But now he has a chance to put up 24, 25 points a game for the next 5+ years if he can keep it up that way, because he's going to be in his mid-30s by the end of his contract. But if he can keep putting up 20 a game, he can pretty much have a significant chance of being the first ballot Hall of Famer. He has 2 championships. He gonna have 10 All-Star appearances. He's gonna have some All NBA teams under his belt. He's gonna have he's building up a good resume. What I'm pretty much saying. So if he could continue putting up 24 and 10 for the next 4 seasons, not because it's gonna be his fourth. He got a 5-year contract, like I said before. Chris Bosh could be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And he does have 2 championships, like I said before. He is putting up MVP type numbers this year, which I'm not surprised, but he won't get MVP because Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, DeMarcus Cousins, LeBron, all playing better than him. And they teams all besides LeBron have better records than the Heat. But the Heat top 2 in the East. They really haven't really gone against. Well, they didn't really go against no amazing teams besides Toronto and Dallas, I believe. Everybody else been pretty much weak. But they did lose 2 in a row, but they came back and won a game. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Chris Bosh. He's aggressive. One thing he did from Toronto is add that 3 ball. That 3 ball has been very, very, very good for him. He's really showing it out this year. He's shooting 36% from 3 this year, which is lower than he did in Miami. Mainly because he had a lot of spot up threes in Miami, and now he's taking on face up threes. Like I see, if you watch his game, he'll just like dribble, but he don't want to take the mid range, so he just pull up for a 3, or he'll just like Chris Bosh 3 point percentage went down because it's not wide open spot up threes no more. It's actually people focusing on him now because they don't have LeBron to kick it out to him. So Chris Bosh not getting spot up threes as much as he did, because last year he shot 33% from 3. This year he's shooting 36% from 3, which is an improvement. He's shooting weaker from the free throw line, but it's only been not even 10 games for the Heat. So that free throw percentage should go up, but he's still shooting 80%. One of the biggest things that he fell off was his field goal percentage. He had a career high 53% from the field. He shot 51 last year, and he's shooting 48 this year. Like I said, it's not even 10 games. I can see Chris Bosh, who's getting almost 16 shots a game. I can see him putting up 50%. He only did it twice in Toronto. He did it twice when he was in Miami. I think he can get back up to that 50% mark if he continue to take better shots and continue to knock down that mid-range and keep posting up a little bit more. He does need to post up a little more because the post up is a little easier than the jump shot. But if he can get back to that block and post up, but he ain't that big. Now I think about it, he ain't that big and strong. But Chris Bosh had a decent post game and good face-up game. If he can get closer to that basket, it help his field goal percentage out too. Chris Bosh got good defense too. He a good defender. But he averaging a career high in assists. He averaging 3 assists a game and 1 steal and no blocks, which was surprising because in Miami he was putting up a block a game. Even in his Toronto days, he was putting up at least a block. But he ain't even getting a block a game. But he is getting a steal a game. But he does need to get back on them blocks. But Chris Bosh putting up 23 points and 10 rebounds on 48% shooting, which is efficient. He's getting to the free throw line 8 times a game, which is aggressive. He's getting a career high in field goals attempts for the last couple seasons and 15 a game. Hopefully he can get back to the 16 a game. So he should be able to put up 24 or 25 points a game this year, which should give him an all-NBA team if he can keep getting the rebounds. And it should give him automatic all-star. I hope Dwayne Wade will be an all-star. I haven't really been liking like what Dwayne Wade been doing, but Chris Bosh been doing this thing. I'm impressed by what he been doing. Chris Bosh, he gonna keep killing it. Let me know what you guys think about Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh been doing this thing. Comment, like, subscribe, and share, and check out my older videos. If you like this video and you like my older videos, I don't see why you wouldn't subscribe. Also, I respond to every comment. Remember that. So feel free to comment. Quinn Wade, Queen It Up 20 signing out. Chris Bosh.